So here's what I did. I came, well, come with me into here, and you will see this hole right here had the little piece of styrofoam in it, and then it was just left open. So I thought to myself that this needs to have a piece of wood put in there to block all the cold air, even though there is a little insulation behind there or whatever, but I wanted the thing there. So what I did was I went out on the table saw and I found a piece of wood, and I cut over here. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but I cut this piece of wood to the right size. Okay, and you'll notice, if you can see it, I put an angle on it. And what I did was I made it so when I go to put it in here, what it should do is it should be a press fit. And when I put it in, you can see it's very tight, but I should be able to take that, get it lined up, and hammer it into place, and it'll stay in place. Then the other thing I remembered, I don't know if you can see how that stays on its own once I hammer that in. And then the other thing I did was I remembered that there was a can of this stuff out there in the garage, this great stuff. So I took that in, and I'm gonna, before I put that back in, I'm gonna put that great stuff in there. Let's see how it works. Okay, so here it is. I put the foam back in, I put the great stuff in, and now I'm going to see if I can put that piece of wood in there. Okay, so now for the final result. I have the board in place, the insulation behind it, the styrofoam is behind there, and the wood, and it is completely solid. It is not going anywhere. No screws, no nails, just a press fit. And then one final thing, since I had some of that stuff left over and I was still using it, I went ahead and there was some holes down here, down in the floor. So I went ahead and I made those insulated as well.